Journey Ryan live right here on My Psychic Connection. I hope everybody is having a good start to their week. Yes, retrograde is still full effect. We've got Mars playing games. God's playing pool with the planets. Someone put Mercury in the microwave. Someone put Mars in the freezer. The moon was hiding behind the earth, but Sagittarius jumped in and was like, I don't like being back here. So it's back out and it's celebrating with us. And you guys know how Sagittarius energy works. They're very free and fun-loving. They try not to allow things to hold them back. So that's where they are at this point. So just know that this energy is definitely going to change. Now, I know that things have been complicated and crazy, and they're still going to be for just a little bit longer until we get to the day of, I think it's the 18th of May is when we start to find that relief. We start to see that things are going to slowly get better. And so we're not going to find ourselves in such a crazy, hectic, crazy, I got to keep saying crazy because it's been that way for a minute, but we'll find ourselves not feeling so much anxiety. So the anxiety will slowly start to mellow out. Communications are still going to be a little off. And the reason for that is everything that's happening during the retrograde right now is still going to be affecting you even after the retrograde. That's why we warn you about retrograde. Be careful. Listen to things. Hear things out clearly before making a decision or doing something or something that's going to cause more havoc or problems later on down the line. All right, guys? So make sure that this is going to calm down. All right. May 18th. Audrey, May 18th. She's like, wait, what day? She's got to put it on her calendar. But May 18th, guys, things will get a little bit better. Guys, don't forget to share us out far and wide as you can, guys. And don't forget to go over to our YouTube channel. We have a poll going on right now. Who is your favorite psychic of season 1, guys? Go over there and check that out and give us an answer. You guys can vote. We are tallying up these votes, and we'll see who the winner is for that. So guys, make sure you're checking out the YouTube channel to put in your votes today. All right, guys, we are on tons of platforms. We're going to try to get to as many people as possible. Do know if you guys do donate that you get put on our donor list. If you have a mega, you jump ahead of all the lists, including the donated list. So if you are donated, just hang on. We will get to everybody. Saying that you donated thousands of times, it's not going to make us get to your question any quicker. The same way that goes on the free list. It's not going to get you any quicker by saying, did you see my list? Did you see it? Where am I on the list? Because we're going to skip it. Okay? We will skip it if you're doing that on the free list. On the donor list, just guys know that we're going to try to get to them as fast as possible. Donating always guarantees your reading. Also gives you guys a better chance getting a reading, because sometimes you just never know how many people are going to be on here and how many questions are. So guys, make sure you're posting those specific questions, because general reads, we save those for the website. Go to mypsychicconnection.com in order to get a general read, because we don't have enough time to do a general. And sometimes those generals will let some cats out of them closets that you were not wanting to let out. So let's make sure we keep the kitties where they need to be. All right. All right. Also, when it comes to medical and legal, by the way, guys, we cannot do medical, nor can we do legal by law. In some countries, it is completely against the law. There are certain things that we can't say, including the country of the United States. We cannot do medical or legal readings. By law, we can get in trouble. So we don't do those. So guys, know that if your question is anything to do with medical or legal, let's just ask something that's around that question, but do not put it in expect to get that reading, because unfortunately we will not answer those. All right, guys, just so you guys know that, make sure we're sharing. Let's see those beautiful emojis, guys. We have an emoji contest going on as well. Person with the most emojis will get a 3-card reading. And guys, tonight, we have another show. We got a second show after my show tonight, guys. So Journeys is going to end his show just a little bit early so we can jump over to the next show. That is right after this show at 11 p.m. Eastern with Psychic Rose. Guys, get ready for her. She is new to the platform. So, guys, let's cheer her on as we move forward. Guys, it's going to be a beautiful thing. All right, guys, let's see those numbers go up. Let's see you guys sharing us out. I am looking for all the sharing because sharing is caring. Soon, if we can't get people to share, we're going to make you share to get a reading. So I know you don't want to do that. So, guys, let's share us out. All right. All right. So, also, we've got more psychics throughout the week. We got all the special guests, but we have more special guests coming, and we are looking forward to talking to all of you guys. So, let's get this party going. Let's go ahead and take my first question of the night. Who do I got? All right. We got Gemma. Gemma says, hey, went to coordination fireworks display on Saturday, but like most times when I go somewhere, I find being out around people very tense, overwhelming, and stimulating. What can you do? What can I do to get over it? All right. So when it comes down to your situation, stop focusing on the fact that people are around you. I feel like you're putting a lot of focus on the fact that there's people around you. If you're going to be in bigger crowds like that and do the things that you've got going on, I'm going to tell you right now, stick to the outskirts of the crowd. Don't put yourself directly in the center. You're not ready for that because you're still going to have those emotions, even though you may not be, feeling any problem or any issue. At the moment, once you get into that crowd, you're going to start thinking, all these people surrounding me, are they looking at me? You're thinking all these negative thoughts about yourself that no one else is thinking about. No one's looking at you that way. You are putting all this emotional energy on you. So what you need to do is to do something that makes you feel good. If you're worried about how your hair looks, if you're worried about if your makeup's right, how your clothes are dressed, try to find something that's light and fun, something that makes you feel good about yourself. It's about making yourself feel good before going out. Then, instead of being in the middle of the crowd, be on the outskirts of the crowd. So that way you don't feel claustrophobic and feel like all these people around you are judging you, making you feel a certain way. Don't do that to yourself because you're not quite ready. As you start to get past this energy of being overwhelmed around people, you can slowly get yourself deeper and deeper into these crowds, including being front row and center. That way you can feel comfortable and confident about who you are and what groups you are around. So I feel like you're putting way too much pressure. All right. All right, Gemma, honey, I know what it's like to have anxiety. A lot of people have that, and it's really hard to get that energy to shake it off. But that's why I tell people, make sure you are at the outskirts of that social group, that energy that you've got going on. Don't allow yourself to be stuck in what you're doing and go, oh, well, I don't know what to do. I have so much emotion. We don't want to do that to ourselves. Go on the outskirts of the group, be like, I'm a part of this, but I'm not in the center of it where I would be freaking out. You don't need to freak out. That's the last thing you want to be doing. All right. So make sure you are paying attention to where you're at, because social anxiety is a terrible thing. And more people have it than you realize. It's like going to a concert. I know a friend of mine that went to a concert, and we were all excited about going to this concert. We went to go see Green Day. And when I brought her, she was like, I had to calm her down in order to, she's like, I don't know what to do. I'm freaking out. I was like, calm down. First of all, no one's looking at you. No one cares about us. They care about the guy on the stage telling everybody you're an American idiot. Okay. That's who they're focused on. So, you got to realize who they're actually focused on and what they're not focused on. And those mental breaks will help calm you down. They won't 100% fix the problem. That's going to take time by allowing yourself to get more comfortable with being in social groups. Because when we get a little bit of social anxiety, we get panicked, and then we don't go out for a long time. Then all of a sudden it's like the first time because, well, every time I go out, this is what happens, and their breathing is out of control. That's because you go out once a year. You can't go out once a year. You have to change that. Start with going to your local grocery store, one of the busiest ones you go to. Start there. A little bit at a time. Breathe. Get your control. Catch your breath. Close your eyes if you have to. It's a form of meditation. Control your breathing. It does help, but it does not solve all the problem. The problem is up here where you're overanalyzing everything. Shut that part of your brain down. You've got to tell yourself, they're not here to see me. They're here to see something else. I need to understand that. I need to breathe. Calm down. I'm here with somebody that's going to be here for me, protect me, whatever. I don't recommend doing it by yourself. Always have a friend with you until you can find yourself getting more and more comfortable in public places. If that doesn't happen, see a medical professional to let them know you tried, what you tried, so they can understand where you're at, because that will help you best. All right, guys, that was a collective message for everybody. Guys, don't forget we are doing an emoji contest. So, guys, let's see those beautiful emojis to get that 3-card reading. All right, Love's already on it. There we go. I see some other ones that have been on it too. All right, let's go ahead and take our next question. Who do we got? All right, we got Sabrina C. It says, hey, so I know you said 2 weeks for my mom's caravan to sell. Do you still see it selling in the next week? Well, yes. I mean, that energy really hasn't changed if she is, sticking to her guns and actually really wanting to get rid of it. I still feel like she has a connection to it, and it's hard for her to say no. So she really needs to, it's really hard for her. She's saying no versus yes is what I meant to say. And she needs to be willing to hear people out. Now, don't go too cheap. Allow yourself to still get what you're looking for. And yeah, you can say no to the low ball offers, but also let them know you're sticking to your guns and that's what you want. For it to be seen, make sure, maybe put a Facebook post or some type of post out there to let them know in your local area that this is something that you guys are trying to release, trying to get rid of, trying to sell. That way it gets more traffic. A newspaper ad is not going to do it alone, and Craigslist isn't either. So make sure you're posting on Facebook and things like that because it'll get sold quicker. She said, yeah, awesome. We put a negotiation offer and it's on Facebook. Okay. We were updating it every week on different pages. All right, good. As long as you're keeping it active and keeping it up to date and, best offer type situation, you need to have a foundation, like a base price, this or best offer. She does have a set price, of course. But yes, if people don't know that set price, you need to have a base. And 9 times out of 10, I would put it a little bit above. Just put it a little bit above the base. That way negotiations can happen and you still get what you want. All right. So, Sabrina, thank you so much for your question. I do appreciate it. And guys, make sure you're sharing us out. Let's see those beautiful emojis and love hearts, guys. Let's see them. I'm waiting. Let's do this, guys. Let's see those beautiful emojis. And she said, thank you so much. You are so welcome, Sabrina. And I don't know, Sabrina, if you saw, but last Friday's show, you won the joke contest. So make sure you check out that towards the end of Friday's show because you got an amazing reading with none other than Squirrel. All right. You had the funniest joke. We had laughed so hard when we saw that joke. I mean, it's really hard to get a belly laugh out of me, but I definitely was laughing my ass off for sure. Well, no, actually, I didn't laugh my ass off. It's still there. Quite a bit of it's still there. So we're good. Don't worry, guys. I'm still sturdy. All right. New joke. You love me because I'm sturdy. That's what it is. All right, guys, let's keep it going. Who do we got next? We got Audrey. Audrey says, hi. So my daughter Kaylee got a call back for an interview tomorrow at La Mota. I hope I said that right. Will she get this job and things? Is this the restaurant job? Because the restaurant job is the one that I saw her getting. And because of that, I knew at that point you were like, she's not really a people person, but in this case, she'll actually do it. She says, yes, you did. Okay. So yeah, this is the restaurant job. She will receive this job. She put, wait, no to what? I've said many things. It's a smoke shop. Oh, okay. No, then that's not the job that I saw her getting because it was a restaurant that I saw. She might get it, but I don't think she'll stay. But I don't really see any energy involved in this smoke shop. To be honest with you, I honestly don't see a job coming out of it. If she does, I'd be surprised, but it won't last long because it's not what I see in her energy. I saw her working at a restaurant, and it was going to actually be good for her. It actually increases and helps her people skills, which is something she needs right now. She needs to be able to increase her people skills and have new friends. This is also going to open the door for more new friends for her because she's in transitioning. She is changing. Lots of things happening in her life. So really looking forward to seeing how that works out for her. Maybe it'll calm her down a little bit because she needs that calm down. She says, oh, yes, laugh out loud. The smoke shop, not really a good thing for her. I don't believe that's where she needs to be. I don't feel like that's a good environment for her either. But in all honesty, I just didn't see that this would come through. And if it did, it was not anything that's registering on her future energy because it doesn't show that job around her. There's no restaurants that I know yet. Okay. Get ready, that's coming. And it'll help her. She needs that. Sometimes we need people skills. I used to tell people, what would be easier for people to learn those people skills is happen to work in the service industry because you have to talk to people a certain way. You've got to communicate with them. You've got to be on top of it. It really helps your people skills. It really does because you've got to constantly sell something all day long, no matter what. And she put, okay, thanks. You are so welcome, sweetie. But yeah, I really think that, maybe McDonald's should start like a service industry so they can start teaching the younger generations what manners are and how to be nice and, how to provide that service. So when they get into bigger industries, like going into nursing and things like that, could change their bedside manner 100%. Because I've seen some of the new nurses that I rather have been hanging out with a chainsaw than getting any type of service from them. So just saying, be like, no, just leave me in pain. Journey with no butt, laugh out loud. Yeah, that'll never happen, honey. I've had a butt since I was 5. Actually, I've had a butt since I was a toddler. Energy with the lightning bolts and all the beautiful emojis, guys. Thank you so much for that. All right. And she did work this and got fired. No, it happens, but I don't feel like she's gonna get that smoke shop job. Beep words. All right, so let's keep it going, guys, and don't forget, tonight we have another show right after this one, so we're gonna try to get to as many people, and then we're gonna have to jump over to that next show to see Psychic Rose. This will be her first night on My Psychic Connection, so let's invite her with warm wishes and great energies. We can't wait for that. And of course, we've got a bunch of new shows, plus your guys' fan favorites. We got Destiny K, Divine Love and Light, Tuesday at 7 p.m., followed by Journey Ryan live with energy. So guys, make sure you guys check that one out tomorrow night. And I'm going to go ahead and take my next question, and I'll tell you who's on Wednesday. All right, we got Love. Love says, hello, Journey. Why did Martina lie to me about the hanger and some other things? What was her intention with me, please and thank you? I think that one's kind of getting blown out of proportion. I feel like there's some type of, and that could be our retrograde happening right now by the way people are acting. They're not quite acting like themselves, so you're reading into something that I don't really feel is there. So I don't feel that there was intention behind it. I just feel as though you're looking further into it because she was not quite being herself, which made you question how this was, which was going on there. So don't look too deeply into it, because that energy is going to shift, especially once we get past the 18th of May. You're going to see a totally different energy. But if we look into this and we start to assume that there's something more than what there is, this is going to turn into something more. So let's not turn these anthills into mountains, because that's what we're at right now. Don't make it bigger than what it actually is. Actually, as a matter of fact, I wouldn't give it any extra energy. I just talked about energy, but but yeah, don't give it any extra energy. I would say at this time, I would look the other way. Look the other way. Don't put yourself in a situation, because the energy is not quite what it seems, and it feels different than what it's being. The communication's not right there, and it's not right to assume that this is something more than what it is, because I don't believe that's the case at all. I don't believe it's the case at all. So make sure that you are doing everything that you can to try to let that one go. All right, love. I know it's really hard right now with all the energy that's going on right now. It's hard to determine if someone's really trying to cause a problem, or if they're just kind of talking out their rear end, and being a jerk. So don't let the retrograde get you, because I feel like in that case, that could have been blown out of proportion, which it sounds like you kind of just didn't say anything, which was your best. That was the best thing to do, was just to leave it be. Leave it be. Try not to argue right now, because this is too much. All this energy, all that Cancer energy, and the Mercury energy, and the sun's playing, there's sextiling, I say it's the planets having sex, it's a lot. It's a lot. God's playing pool with the planets, and no one's knowing where the energy's going. There's a bunch of sextiling going on right now, so be careful with that. Okay? All right. Well, let's keep it going. Who do we got next? We got Major One. Says, hi, I'm good. My name is, I'm not going to be able to pronounce that correctly, so I'm going to call you Kay. Born May 15th, 2003. I just wanted to get some insight on you're trading this year? Okay, so okay. Looking at what you're putting together here, do you have help? Are you new to this? Because I'm not getting, there's a lot of experience with your trading at the moment. So what I can say to you is that I would check on some expert advice on that. I'm going to say that you need to go and get just a little bit of help, get some ideas, things that'll make things better for you. If you can do that, I feel like you don't have a problem with trading. I don't really think that you're going to have that problem. But if you don't, you will find yourself not doing so well, and it's going to make it a bigger deal, and it's going to make you want to stop. And you don't want to have to stop. I know you want to make money just like everybody else. When they go into this market, they want to have this, they want to make money, they want to be seen, they want to be known, and it's part of all of that. So don't put yourself in a position where you're not learning anything new about what you could be doing in order to make things good for you, because I do feel like you can, but you're going to have to go to somebody who has a little bit more experience in that field for you, and I don't see a problem happening there. All right? I hope that helps, Major One, because I do feel like things will be good, but definitely get the help. Get the help. It is needed. Thank you so much for your question tonight. I do appreciate it. All right, guys, let me talk about and put, okay, thanks so much with the trophy. You're welcome. It's going to be good. And it's one of those things is that those who have skills above us have some kind of trick or technique that we're not putting forth or utilizing ourselves, which can help us. So in that case, that's the type of scenario. Love says, thank you, Journey. You are so welcome, sweetheart. But yeah, definitely feel like you could definitely get what you're looking for if you get more training. It's just about the knowledge. Knowledge is power. All right, guys. So Wednesday, we've got some beautiful shows. Again, I've got special guest Psychic K. We got special guest Psychic K in at 10 p.m. on Wednesday, followed by Whispers from the Forest with Psychic Squirrel. So make sure that we are. Hang on a second, guys. We got a little bit of a booger that's trying to trolls thinking it's a bridge. The thing is that, guys, make sure you guys are checking out Wednesday night shows, which is 10 p.m. with Psychic K, and then Whispers from the Forest with Psychic Squirrel at midnight. All right, guys, so make sure you guys are tuning in for our Wednesday shows. I'll tell you more about our Thursday shows right after this question. Let's do it, guys. Who do we got? All right, we got Haley T. Haley says, hello, any messages from my spirit guides about my love life? And thank you so much. Haley, when it comes to love life, honey, it's saying look outside of the certain connections that you have now. Those who circle you at the moment are not those of a love interest. That means leaving the past in the past. Do not let exes come back into the picture. True love, real connection, that is coming. But crap. So when you're getting ready to go back to your next semester for school, all of a sudden I see a love life. Do not let your love life interfere with your schooling. It has stopped you before. No, I'm seeing love in August. I'm seeing real love, real connection, someone who means something to you, things that are going to be able to move you forward for an actual love life. Make sure that you put some good time in with the person, but also let them know when you are needing to study, because I don't want you to discourage yourself by, putting forth all this energy into one person, and then all of a sudden you're not paying attention to your studies, and then you start slacking, and then you start to beat yourself up, which also starts to affect your relationship. Just make sure you're putting up those boundaries about studying and saying, hey, I'm going to school for this. Let them know ahead of time so they're not surprised by anything. This is really going to mean a lot to you going further. That way they know she's going to school to be something great and something amazing. And when she says she needs study time, they know that right off the bat. Do not surprise them with it. 3 months of not telling them that you needed that study time. And then all of a sudden you're like, oh, yeah, by the way, I've got a major test tomorrow. I didn't even know you were in school. Like, yes, let them know that immediately that you're in school. School takes up quite a bit of people's time, and love and relationship can too. When you're trying to build a love connection, it takes time to build that. And I know sometimes we want things to happen faster than what they can. But, I tell everybody this, the world moves in a fast pace nowadays. But the one thing that still hasn't moved in that quick of a pace is people's trust and allowing someone in, to allow somebody to be open to them, allowing themselves to just be willing to just trust another person. Sometimes we give trust without letting someone earn it. And that's not the trust I'm talking about. I'm talking about building real trust and open. Relationships still move at a slow pace, because it's not just one person that's got to trust. It's both of you that have to trust in order to make a great relationship. All right. Good stuff. All right, guys. So Thursday, we have great shows. We got Destiny K, Divine Love and Light at 7 p.m. At the 10 p.m. hour, we've got special guest Brooke. She's in the house, guys. Make sure you guys are checking her show out. And then none other than our Cassidy the Card Slinger at 11 p.m., guys. Make sure you guys are checking her out and having a great time there with Cassidy. She's amazing, and she's got this ridiculous deck that she magically finds new cards every time that have some naughty pictures on them, so she's got to take those ones out the deck, but still got a big deck full of amazing, funny cards, guys. Make sure you guys are checking those out at 11 p.m. Eastern on Thursdays. All right, guys. Let's keep it going. Let's go ahead and take our next question. Who do we got next? We've got Stacy. Stacy says, should I go to the The tricky tray on this weekend. What's the tricky tray? It sounds fun. It sounds like a witchy deal, but I know that's not what it is. But sounds very Halloween. And looking at the energy that's circling, everything that's going on around you, I really do feel as though that, yes, you should get yourself out. You've been feeling a little bit trapped and down here recently. And I'm going to say that if you do that, that's going to open up a door for you to feel a little bit better about yourself and be able to move and interact with people that aren't typically around you. So spend some time with each other and move yourself forward, because it is definitely something that you need. It's definitely something that you need. So I don't want you to feel like you're not going to get anywhere here, or that love for people or getting out. I really feel like you've been trapped. And also said something about love, and I have to say something about that. It's showing you opening the door about loving yourself. So it's not about meeting a partner, but it's about loving yourself. And getting yourself out there to do that is loving yourself. So get ready. Good job. Having fun. Love yourself. Go out and do what you got to do. All right, sweetie. Thank you so much for your question. All right, guys. And on Fridays, guys, we've got Journey and Friends. So, guys, get ready for that. That's a blast. We do so much cool stuff on there. We have so much fun. Lots of readings, lots of games. And, guys, we're having a game tonight right now. Whoever posts the most emojis is going to get a 3-card read from the Sacred Forest deck. So, guys, make sure that we're posting those immediately. Stacy says, thank you. You're welcome. Audrey, love those orange hearts. I should have worn my orange shirt tonight. I was thinking about it. Oh, look at all them beautiful emojis. All right, guys. Thank you so much. I do appreciate everybody with the emojis. And I know that Stacy sent one of those emojis, but those other ones on Facebook that's got like the people's faces and stuff, we can't see those, but we know that you're sending them. I just have to look on the actual Facebook page to see that. But in this group, it doesn't do that. So, guys, let's keep it going. Let's go ahead and take our next question. All right. We got Jennifer. Jennifer says, Journey, will my finances increase? I've been feeling so overwhelmed lately. So the energy happening around your work life, your finances. Why are you taking, I keep saying you taking on more than, I really feel like you're taking on more than you originally had intended. And that is causing the burden. But it's not just the financial stress, it's also regular stress too. Outside influence is kind of drawing you in different directions, which is also draining you when it comes to you making your money and being, there to provide for yourself. I feel like, I don't know if you're giving away money or helping people out with money, but I really want you to hold on to your finances. Right now, it's not a time for you to be gifting. It's not a time for you to be gifting. It's a time for you to kind of be a little bit more reserved with your funds. Do not keep gifting your money or helping everybody out, even though that's something that you want to do. I get that. And I don't want you to feel like you're not going to be able to help people, but I do know that you need to be able to take yourself and go in a different direction. All right. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right. But finances are hard right now. They're definitely hard right now. And we're feeling all these emotional stresses. These emotional stresses will strap you for cash too. Because sometimes what we don't realize is that we start to stress eat. We start to stress shop. We start to do all of these different things that we don't realize is costing us more money at the time. And then all of a sudden, boom, we're like, wait a minute, where did all my money go? I was stress eating. I was stress buying. I was stress shopping. I was doing things that I wouldn't typically do. So you're trying to find a way to find yourself some type of happy. But yes, and Jennifer put, thank you, Journey. You are so welcome, sweetheart. Just know that finances get better for you, but I don't see that happening until we get to the month of June, which is pretty much a safe place for you because we'll finally be detoxing from that Mercury, what the hell just happened retrograde. because that one's a terrible one. It is definitely a terrible one. All right. So let's go ahead and take our next question, guys. We will be having another show after mine tonight. So, guys, don't forget about that. Let's go ahead and take our next question. Who do we got? We got Erica. Erica says, hi, do you see anything improving in my relationship with my person? And she said, thank you. Oh, communication with listening. I don't feel like communication is being heard, which doesn't surprise me with Mercury and retrograde. But when communicating, you also have to do some listening. A lot of people fail to remember that part. We forget to, because we're trying to talk about how we feel, we forget to stop and listen to the other person's way of feeling. And in this case, I feel like that's happening on both ends. Your partner is trying to blah, 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 blah. And you're like, whoa, 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 whoa. And then you're trying to blah, blah, blah. And all you guys are hearing is blah, blah, blah. And no one's listening. But she says he doesn't communicate. Yeah, that's probably why I'm getting communication. It's needed. It's needed. She goes, I feel like he has something to say. He definitely has something to say, but you got to be willing to hear it out. But I feel like you need to open up that door to communicate that word. That's what I'm talking about. Nothing's being heard. Everything is just being assumed. She says, should I just tell him, let's talk? Yes. Yes, 100%. Let's talk. Let's talk. Let's get that energy out there. Let's get him communicating with you. Let's get him open and ready to be honest with you, and you be honest with him. But here's the thing. I ended the intimacy. That's okay. Because we don't listen with our crotches. We listen with our ears. We don't talk with our crotches. We talk with our mouths. That's okay. In order to get back to that intimate side of things, you need to stop and listen and communicate what you have to say, what they have to. She put laugh out loud. I know that was I couldn't help it, Erica. You know me, girl. We've been talking for a minute. You know this about me. You know I'm going to say something. It just pops in my head and it comes out my mouth. And that's just how it is with me. But, definitely feeling like that is a tough situation. But I honestly feel like you can make it happen. And she says, thank you. Girl, I got your back. I'm always here for you. Always, always here for you. All right. Well, let's keep it going, guys. Who do we got next? Sophia. She says, any movement on my home move, please. I gave the extra paperwork in 6 months ago, but nothing has been updated of yet. And no rush to move, but knowing would be helpful, and thank you. All right. So when it comes down to this move for you, June, don't worry about any other time frame. June is in your time frame. We're going about the second week of June. That's where I see communication finally opening the door for that. Moving doesn't happen until we get into the month of July. But right now, no movement until you get that communication in June. The opportunity to move in July and another opportunity to move in August. It's up to you which date you choose. I kind of feel like you want to wait until August. For whatever reason, August seems to be more where you want to be with that. And I'm not sure why, as that is the time frame. But again, you could move in July or August. But I do feel like you will start to hear the information that you need in order to be able to move forward to get yourself into this new place. But definitely looking forward to it. And I feel like everything's going to be good. I mean, I'm seeing a positive outcome to the situation. So I don't feel like you're going to be, she says, as you said that I thought August. I was like, I said July, and then all of a sudden August came in, and I was like, there's the other opportunity in August. So I'm pretty sure I was picking up on your thoughts and development there on what time you would like to get yourself in your new place, which is great for you. Sorry, guys, I got to get more comfortable. All right, so Definitely liking that for you. An easy move. Love it. All right. All right, guys, I'm getting all these beautiful orange hearts tonight. I think it's cute because you guys are like reading my minds. I really thought about wearing my orange shirt, but I have another show right after this one, so I didn't want to blind the other person with my orange ass shirt. So I figured I'll tone it down. It'll be good. I'll wear something bright like a white tie, and I did. All right. As long as I get the garden. Girl, you got the garden. Don't you worry about that. You got the garden. Most definitely. All right. Well, guys, let's keep it up with those emojis. We're about to be announcing the winner here in just a moment. Let's see some more emojis before we get to figure out who is the winner. All right. Sorry, I had to send a message to the back. Okay. All right. I got my... And Sophia said, thank you so much. You are so welcome, Sophia. I miss seeing your face on here. You were on here a little bit more. Now I've missed you, girl. I've missed you. And looking forward to seeing you more often. All right, guys, let's keep it going. Who do we got next? All right, we got Debbie. Debbie says, I was talking to a guy online for 4 months. He blocked me on Facebook Messenger suddenly. Why did he do this? I was shocked, confused, and need closure. What is our future relationships? Something is being communicated, and I feel like your emotion that has, like, where you're expressing, it's being misread. Like, I want to see you. I want you to come over here, or I want to come over there. That energy is getting misread. It's not being read in the way that you were wanting it to. I definitely feel, sorry guys. I feel like he got overwhelmed with the emotion, and I feel like it scared him, and I see him backing off from that communication with you. Don't feel like this is, I mean, I feel like you guys will communicate again, but I don't feel like it's ever going to get back to where you had it. And I want to say that relationship's just not going to work out. I do know that you'll talk again, and I do get that you guys will communicate again and kind of feel like it's getting started back up. But I don't believe that you're actually going to get it started back up. It's not going to go to the level you would like it to. There is other people in your wheelhouse. There are other people that want to get to know you. So when that person tries to get to know you, you're going to see a change in them, and you're going to see that things are going to develop into a romantic level. So don't hesitate to meet somebody new, sweetheart. I would hate for you to stay. Yeah, he's going to come back. Yeah, he is going to come back, but he's not going to be as you would want him to be. Not going to happen. No. And then when I said that not going to happen, I heard, never going to get it, never going to get it. And you don't want to do that, Debbie. Don't do that to yourself, girl. We care about you here. We don't want to see you get hurt. All right, so we are going to announce the winner of tonight's emoji contest. Let's go ahead and drum roll, please. All right. I've got... I need the back to clarify. Please let me know who it is, because they have been taking count. Because they were like, this person, this person, this person. So I need to know who, because you guys were neck and neck. That's what happens. But I do believe I know the winner as well. All right, there we go. There we go. All right, congratulations, Love. You are our winner tonight. Woo! Love is the winner tonight, guys. Love had posted the most emojis, but Kim Rose, you were right on her tail. right on her tail, just by a couple. Love got in front of you there, and it was so close, so close. All right, so let's go ahead and she put, yeah. All right. And Sharon says, I was sending emojis for fun, but honey, you were a part of that contest, Sharon. You were a part of that contest. So, all right, love. Let's go ahead and see what amazing words that these cards have to say for you. Let's go ahead and check it out. All right, Kim Rose, don't give up because we got another show after this with another chance to win. All right. Courage, love. Courage is a time for you right now. This is something that you need to be putting forth as your courage, allowing yourself to grow, allowing yourself to feel that you can do something that you keep telling yourself that you can't do. Need to have courage because when you have the courage, you'll get the strength. So the strength will follow. The strength will follow, but you have to have the courage in order to get the strength. So this is about you giving yourself the courage to have the strength to do what? Let's find out. To be success, have success. You need to do these things in order for you to get exactly what you're looking for. Without the courage, you won't get the strength and you won't have the success. It's time for you to stop doubting yourself. She says, oh my God, yes, exactly what I need. She says, my ego creeps in. Wow. Okay, so there's nothing. Okay, you hear a lot of people say ego and they automatically think this nasty thing. Your ego is there for a reason. It creates a balance. You're allowed to be proud of who you are. And that's not called an ego. That's not an ego. That's being proud because you're allowed to be proud. You're allowed to share your successes. You're allowed to express. There's nothing wrong with having an ego for yourself, as long as you're not rubbing salt into a wound that you know it's hurting somebody. Then there's your problem. But this is not a problem. Your ego, allow it to shine. You worked hard for what you got. There's nothing wrong with that. Anybody else who worked just as hard would want to celebrate that. And if someone's telling you that your ego is too high, then confident and humble, even being humble, you're still allowed to feel good about yourself. There's nothing wrong with having that. You're allowed to be excited about things. And it's not like you're going around to everybody who doesn't have what you have and was like, oh my God, look at all this salt that let me pour all this salt in there for you. Does it burn? Yeah, you're not doing that. That's a shitty ego. You're just happy for yourself. And I think you should celebrate that. There's nothing wrong with celebrating. If you feel like you're overwhelming or overwhelming other people, pull it back a little bit. Maybe not talk so much about it. She said, Sharon Lala, toot your own horn. Exactly. Every now and then someone's got to toot it. She says, oh, sweet journey. You are welcome, sweetie. You know, there's nothing wrong with having a little bit of confidence in yourself and being proud of all the things that you've done. So, all right. Sorry, guys. We're getting Troll City today. So, all right. Let's go ahead and take the next one. And love, girl, be proud of yourself. Be proud. You're allowed. She says, thank you from the bottom of my heart. So on point. You are so welcome, sweetheart. All right, who do we got? Sorry, I'm over here dinging things up. All right, we got Lindsay. Lindsay says, will my book get published? Thank you from Lindsay. All right, Lindsay. Well, let's take a look here. Okay, so when it comes to your book and situation, I don't know if you're just trying to get self-published or if you're trying to get picked up by like a publishing company. You can self-publish as is as of right now. But if you want to get picked up, I do feel like we need some proofreading going on here to take care of some things. But I definitely don't see an issue with your story. I feel like the book is good. little few things here and there that need a little tweaking, but that's nothing but a thing. Like, that's nothing but having somebody look it over and helping you out here. But it's about getting it to the right areas too when it comes to getting it published. Like I said, you could self-publish it. Maybe you won't get the same type of PR as if you had a company pick it up, and that's what you need. You need somebody as a PR person to help you get it published in a way that makes it easier for you rather than just having it as an ebook or, self-published. I know you want something more. Do I feel like you can get that? Absolutely. Do you have to go out of your way to find that? Yes, you do. This will not get any type of publicity unless you put it forth. And I feel like you need to be able to find that person. As long as you start looking in the right areas, and I feel like you know what areas that you need to look in. And once you find somebody in the area of what you're looking for, make sure you're finding the right person for you. Check out their background, what type of literature they're putting out into the world, because you might be able to find a PR person, but if they're into publishing a certain type, like I publish books. Yeah, I just looked. You publish math books. This is definitely not a math book. Do a little research. I feel like you're going to get what you're looking for, but it won't happen until we get to September. All right. Good stuff, guys. All right. I'm letting everybody know, guys, this will be my last question of the night. We got another show right after my show at 11 p.m. I have to end it a little bit early because this is the this person's first night here. So I have to jump over to the next show really quickly and get some communication going on over there before the show starts. And then that way, next time I won't have to do that. We'll just go riding it the way we always do. So let's go ahead and take our last question tonight. Who do we got? We got Leanne. She says, hi, Journey. Will I marry my partner, please? Okay, so when it comes to the person that you're surrounded with right now, I do feel like there is an opportunity of love going deeper to the extent of marriage. Now, would it happen this year? I don't believe it will. I do feel as though talks about it need to happen. Like, slowly ease into it. Don't overdrive it, because that'll just push him away, or pushing back to where he doesn't want to communicate about it, because I do feel like you will get that, but it's going to take a little bit of time. So I don't know about engagement, or if you guys are already technically engaged. It doesn't feel like an engagement at the moment. So I would slowly talk about getting to that marriage point, so you guys can start making the engagement feel real, because it's not registering on my reading here for your guys' connection. So that's really what I would focus on, is getting that small communication about what your partner's looking for when it comes to marriage. What is their idea of marriage? What does, what they not engaged. Okay, that's why I'm not feeling it. So we got to get there. That makes sense. So you're not engaged. Okay, but it's not that you guys don't have the energy. It doesn't mean that it's not going to happen. But marriage this year is not going to happen. I don't want to give you false hope on that. But let's get you into that, talking about hinting about engagement. We need to get there, but don't overwhelm. Okay? Leanne, there's a lot of love there between the two of you, but I really feel like some communication can lift up your guys' relationship, and doing something different. I feel like we're doing a lot of the same thing over and over and over. It's like, we don't want this energy to get too comfortable. And she says, yes, we do. Absolutely, sweetheart. All right, guys, if you didn't get a chance to get your question answered on this show, you're going to hop on to my next show right after this. So, guys, I want to say thank you so much. I've got to jump over and talk to the other psychic before we go on the air. So, guys, I will see you in just a few minutes. Guys, I hate to love and leave you so fast, but don't worry. I'll be on the next show with you guys. So let's have some fun. Leanne says, thank you so much. You are so welcome. From everyone here at My Psychic Connection, I want to say thank you so much, and I will see you guys on the next show. All right, guys.